This is an S2000 rear brake duct block-off kit. The idea behind this kit is that if you do a lot of street driving, this kit is easy to remove and install these shields that will block the rear brake ducts, because when you drive on the street, at least in my experience throughout the years driving my car from the street to the track, you get a lot of debris that enters the rear brake ducts, like leaves and stuff in the fall. Another reason to install these is actually a large chance that road debris can actually kick up when you're driving down the street and hit your rear brake duct and break it. However, there's a bunch of 3D printed options in the market for S2000 rear brake duct inlets. I have ran them in the past. I have experienced issues with them getting hit by debris on the road and breaking. There are some new lower profile designs that are probably much more durable. However, this is a kit that will bolt up to the car without any modifications to the car. There's no drilling required. It uses all the OEM holes, which I'll show you here in a second. So just to go over the components, these are the shields for each side. They're bent at a 50-degree angle, so they will mount like that underneath the car. And the idea is that the 60-degree angle is kind of just a starting point. It will work for most brake ducts. However, you can put this in a vise. It's only 0.60 thick, 50-52 aluminum, so it's pretty easy to bend and get it to the precise angle you want for your specific rear brake duct inlet on your car. These here are the machined 60-61 aluminum bases that the duct shield will mount to. These have a counterbore to be installed in the car with a rubber well nut with brass threads. These will go in the OEM holes, which I'll show you in a second, and will not rust, just like the shields over here. And the hardware included is all stainless steel flange head, button head. Everything in the kit will not rust, and it should last your lifetime of your car. So enough talking about the components, let's go ahead and show you how to install them on the car. This is my Craftsman Inlet shop vac hose attachment that I have used for probably 4 or 5 years now on track. It's extremely durable ABS molded piece. It uses these 2 stainless bolts to mount where the factory splash shield was and where most aftermarket ducts mount to. The holes in front are the holes that have the OEM caps. This ABS air duct inlet sits farther forward than most aftermarket, so there should be more clearance on aftermarket ones compared to what I'm showing you here for the install. However, as you can see, we have the well nuts already pushed into the OEM holes. You do not need to modify the OEM holes at all. They will be tight going in, so I suggest coating them in a little bit of silicone spray to make it a little bit easier. You can also thread the bolt in partially and use the bolt and maybe a hex screwdriver to push them up into the hole. But the idea is you want to get them flat against the frame of the car. Now you have a M8 insert into the car where we can install the base on. Okay, so now you're going to take your aluminum base, you're going to slide it counterbore face down, so this will sit flush against the frame. You can use these 2 larger stainless steel bolts to thread up into the inserts you just installed into the car. Make sure you snug those up pretty good, but remember you're tapping into brass and compressing rubber, so do not go too crazy on these, just get them nice and snug feeling. So with those snugged up, this aluminum base mount is now one piece with the car. So to attach the shield, it's very simple. These holes actually serve a design purpose. They are slightly larger than the heads of the stainless steel flange bolts you just screwed in, so that when you're not on jack stands and you're at the track, you can slide this up blind and feel to align this. So that is captive around those bolts and gives you a pretty good alignment to thread in the smaller M5 bolts. Snug those up, don't go too crazy. You are tapping into aluminum, so don't tighten these to an insane amount. The short end of an Allen wrench is really all you need. So now that that's installed, you can see the brake duct is fully blocked off here. So the intent of this is for street driving, that now you won't have any flow to your rear rotors, preventing any kind of leaves, debris, and stuff from collecting inside the hose and also from impacting your brake duct inlet and possibly causing damage. Like I said, this ABS injection molded Craftsman piece has been pretty bulletproof. It's taken some pretty big hits and has not broke. However, there are much better options on the market as far as 3D printed ones that have a lower profile, sit further back in the car, which is why I designed this to allow you to bend and fine-tune that angle. If you are running a low profile one, this piece will be much more flat and so you can drive around the street with it exactly like this, and when you get to the track, you can either take your Allen wrench and remove these 2 M5 bolts and leave the base secured to the car. That is the preferred design method for this. However, if you are running a very low profile rear brake duct inlet and you're worried about this 1/4 inch increase in height from the base causing too much blockage of airflow, I really don't think it will be a big difference personally. However, if you are concerned about that, you can leave these 2 bolts attached to the base and just remove the larger bolts from the well nuts. The well nuts are so tight into the frame of the car that they won't fall out if you don't have these secured into the car. So you can just go ahead and take these 2 bolts out and remove the base and the shield if you want, or you can leave the base attached to the car and just remove the smaller M5 bolts. So this product complements the front brake duct block-off plates I have from Barotech. We worked together to design those a few years ago, and it's the same idea. You can put a block-off plate on the air duct inlet for street driving. It keeps all the debris and stuff out of it, and then within a couple seconds with a couple bolts you can remove it when you get to the track and have your fully functional duct. So thanks guys for watching. Leave a comment below if you found this helpful. Let me know what you guys think about this kit. The link to order these is in the description below. I have about 10 kits on hand ready to ship out, so definitely grab them while you can. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for the support.